Hi guys, I just thought I would film a quick video. I've not done one for a while, so apologies for that, mainly because I've been so busy at work and with my studies I just haven't had any free time. But yeah, as you can see in front of me there, I have a new arcade machine. I picked up this Neo Geo 4-slot, Neo Geo MVS 4-slot arcade machine about a month or so ago. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I've wanted one of these since I first saw one in the arcades back in the early 90s, but obviously didn't have the money back then to get one. So yeah, this came up on a local on Gumtree actually here in Australia. So messaged the seller, went down and had a look. He had a couple of these machines, and I picked this one up. But as you can see, yeah, it's the 4 slots. So you've got the marquee card selection there, where these can be changed out. And I don't think I've actually got any of these games. No, I've got Metal Slug, but I don't have the others. The monitor. The seller did say to me that the original monitor in it actually died, so he got an local arcade place round, and the guy from that shop replaced his monitor. I do not know what this monitor is. All new buttons and joysticks, which I think are Sanwa. The actual overlay isn't perfect. If you can see there, looks like it's been cut really roughly. It's all jagged, and around there as well, where the credits displays are. Yeah, it looks like a 2-year-old has actually cut that out. But here, looks like at some point they were locked out of the arcade cab and didn't have the correct keys, so it looks like they forced it open. So I need to try to repair that if I can. It's got the coin slot. The coin mechanism is still in the machine. And the sides, the side art, the Neo Geo logo, obviously needs replacing at some point. Might get round to doing that, I don't know. But yeah, if we look inside the machine, if you can see that, everything's hooked up okay. A bit of a mess in here, and to be honest with you, the guy that sold me this, he had a Neo Geo, obviously 4-slot motherboard in here, but he wanted like an extra $300 for it. So and I know that they're prone to actually developing faults, so I didn't see the point of having that and paying that extra money. The cab cost me enough anyway, so he just took that out prior to me arranging a local courier driver to pick it up, pick the machine up, and he just left all the wires in there. So I ordered this motherboard, if you can see it. It's going to focus. Yeah, so I got this motherboard. It's a 1-slot motherboard, but it's actually got stereo sound. It's got the headphone controls, speaker controls on this motherboard, and joystick ports. Not that I need those anyway. So yeah, I just hooked up the leads. You can see there at the back, it's a bit dark, but I hooked up the leads from this arcade cab to this motherboard. I think there's the Player 1 and Player 2 credit buttons. And then here, you've got the jammer harness from my arcade cab. Now, this machine is a 4-slot, and any multi-slot motherboards for Neo Geo are MVS. But because I got a 1-slot motherboard, it's actually jammer. So what I needed to do was purchase a MVS to jammer converter, and that's what this board is here. Now I got that from the guy from Jammer Nation X. He sells these. It's got a voltmeter on it. So what that does is that connects one end to the jammer harness of the arcade cab, and then the Neo Geo motherboard slots into that. Also, I can run just normal jammer PCBs on here as well, just plugged in there. But I'm going to keep this as a dedicated Neo Geo cab because I already have an arcade, jammer arcade cab, my Astro City. Please check out my videos for that. So if you look in here, you've got the buttons, you've got the power on button, which is there. So I think what I'm going to do is power it on. I've got an original MVS cartridge in there, one of my cartridges. I think this is Last Blade, but I need to check. And also, it's not ideal where the board is placed because it was quite big. It's quite congested in this arcade cab because this power supply unit is here and usually it's down there at the bottom, but it seems to be fixed there, so I'm not going to move it. But yeah, this board is sort of hovering one in there, so what I'm going to do is just get a board, put that here so that it's actually resting on it, and that can pretty much stay there. But yeah, I think I will power this on. So here we go. Okay. Let's go back up to the machine. Let's try turning the, I think the speaker volume is already up max. Those are the speakers, so stereo sound and a stereo motherboard. These credit buttons don't actually work. I don't know how to get those wired in so that they do work. So what I have to do for credits is in the inside of the machine, I have to hit the service button. And that puts the credits on there, which puts it on player 1. I've also not been able to work out how to get player 2 to work. And if I hit the start button for player 2, nothing happens. But I can hit the start button for player 1. It's taken a credit off me. And if you can see as well, the top of the screen is like, the colours aren't right. It was when I first got it, but I had it in another location. And from reading on online forums, this could be with the placement of the machine, the magnetism and all that. Yeah, I think that it's where I've currently got the machine. I will try moving it so that the colours get sorted out again. There is a, I think it's a degauss button on the actual, inside the main cab. And I've tried that, it doesn't fix it. So I don't know whether it's my Sega Astro City that's caused, which is over there, which is causing the issues, or something else. I have no idea. But as you can see, the screen's quite sharp. I'm really glad that I got this machine, to be honest with you. I did pay a lot of money for it, probably more than I should have actually done for this machine. But when I bought this, I live in Western Australia, there was literally no machines coming up, no Neo Geo arcade machines. And then this one came up, and it was local to me. Like when I went to view it, I think it was about 20 kilometres, 30 kilometres away. So I drove, went and checked it out, had to play on the machine. And then I sorted out a man with a van, and he went and picked the machine up for me. So yeah, I overpaid, and then it's always a way, isn't it? After I had the machine delivered to me, I had the machine for a week, and then about 3-4 other Neo Geo machines came up on the local ads. And yeah, and some of those, well, not some of them, I think one or maybe two of them looked in better condition than this machine, but that's just the way it goes. I'm happy with this machine, to be honest with you. I am happy. But you've also got on the inside, oh yeah, if I go back inside, there's the degauss button I was telling you about. Here you've got a test button, so you can just go through all this. Oh, I've hit that, my credits have gone, but that's alright. Go to exit. Oh, and this is also, I got a motherboard. This was from a guy in France, and he'd listed this board. I got him to take the battery out because they're prone to leaking, the old batteries that are soldered directly to the motherboard. So he removed that. He put a coin cell holder in, so it just takes a normal coin cell battery. And he also put in the UniBIOS, which just seeing how I there we go. I held down start and then pressed the 3 buttons. So you've got like a cheat database, infinite power, infinite energy. You can unlock characters. So yeah, it's pretty good. C to exit. C to exit. Yeah, it's annoying that I can't have 2-player on this at the moment. So if any of you've got any suggestions or ideas how I can get this working, I'd be very, very grateful. Also, yeah, there's a memory card slot there, actually in the machine. The motherboard that I have though, doesn't have the memory card function. So, but I haven't got any Neo Geo memory cards anyway. And I think the purpose of this was, you could buy the Neo Geo AES memory card, you could save your game on it, so you could get to a certain point in a game, then you could go down to the arcades, plug your same memory card into this memory card slot, and you could effectively just carry on your game. I mean, why you'd want to do that if you've got the machine at home, I don't know, but yeah, that's what that's for. But I don't have any memory cards for the AES. The reason I haven't bought any is because they have the battery again soldered inside of them. They can be a little bit tricky to get open, but generally you're advised to open them up, place the battery. I just couldn't be bothered with that, and I probably wouldn't use it anyway. Here are the headphone sockets. So yeah, I have tested these, they do work. Plug it in, sounds really good through the headphones, and then you can adjust the volume in here from this motherboard, from this little slider here, and then yeah, so that works pretty well. It's handy when because where I've currently got this machine, this is my area of the house anyway. It's like my study area, and but it's all open. So if I go there, as you can see, it's all open. So if my wife's in that lounge area watching the TV, or in our master bedroom, which is just on the other side of that wall, yeah, she doesn't appreciate the sound from the arcade machine. So yeah, it's handy to have a headphone socket in there, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some more videos on this. If you guys have got any suggestions on how I can actually sort out the colours, for one thing, whether it is just the placement of where I've got this in this room and I need to move it, and also how I can get the 2-player to work, would be great if any of you got any suggestions, and if it's not too complicated. But yeah, this is my Neo Geo 4-slot MVS cap, running a 1-slot MVS motherboard. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and if you've got any useful information, or you want to know any information about this machine that possibly I could help with, then please drop a comment in the comment section below. Okay, cheers guys, cheers, bye.